Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. Wow, what a terrible rating. 1912. Have I been doing that much losing recently? I don't know. I've got too many Masterbot games in there to tell. Anyway, we were looking at this game before the last episode. Oh yeah, Masterbot went for this like turn 1 Animus against me. And I thought this was like pretty neat because I actually got a 10 drone Apollo. How cool is that? You never get to do that. But it was like this super low econ thing, which like, okay, I don't think the turn 1 Animus is at all reasonable. But against it, it actually was kind of reasonable for me to get a Steel Forge so I can like click to become kind of breach-proofish and defend cheaply. And then get this Apollo and then immediately sell back the blue by clicking the Forge. And Masterbot made a lot of blunders buying Blood Ragers and stuff against Apollo. And I got like more splitters than you ever get. It's always funny to see like, I don't know, turn 1 Animus into a 20 turn game, right? When does that ever happen? Where attack numbers scale up to like 13. Amazing. Not for Masterbot, he was just like miles behind for a long time. But I don't know, obviously it's not Masterbot, it's just press Q. But that was why I thought this was a cool game, because I got a 10 drone Apollo. And I actually thought it was like a reasonable play against the weird thing my opponent chose to do. And while we're waiting in queue, I'll look at the other Masterbot game I have sort of highlighted. I thought this one was kind of cool because the graphs are, I think, rather unusual. Right, this obviously looks like Windsor or Scorchilla, right? And if you look in the set, you'll see Windsor is there, so that must be what was going on. But my damage numbers are like not very high at all. You can see I'm sort of just like staying alive, not really doing enough damage to do anything to Masterbot. Like, yeah, he has to build a wall per turn or something, maybe. I'm not doing much. And meanwhile, Masterbot's hitting me with like Windsors, which should hurt, right? And the other, like, but okay, you could say, well, you know, if there's a lot of defense in the set, you could have a high econ thing to sort of outlive Windsor. And what surprised me is, like, I was able to do that on 13 drones. Is just put up with a Windsor that's backed by, like, 6 other damage on 13 drones. Amazing. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would happen so often, and that's like the power of Hannibal. Right? It's, as Soak, it's extremely efficient. Well, I don't know about extremely. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, it's 2 engineers for free when you compare it to buying like 7 engineers. Plus it attacks. So it's like really great if you can get that value. I decided that Windsor is not so great here. And that a more like low... Well, okay. I saw opponent like get this early Windsor, and I said against early Windsor, I just want Hannibals. And importantly, like early attackers. So that's why I got this turn 3 drone Animus Blast Forge to produce some Tarsiers and then Hannibals. I got this wall preemptively because I wanted some absorb for his attackers, which would be coming soon, but to have Hannibals for the... I wanted to be free to build Hannibals starting 2 turns from now, which means I needed an absorber. Anyway, we've got Elliot, which is always a tough one. Doesn't he know it's like 3 in the morning? What's the deal here? We have 90 seconds for base +5, so that's a lot of thinking to do. There's some pretty great Soak, and so an early Antima ought to lose, or ought to not be very good. But a sort of mid-game Antima could be alright. I think Colossus is a good attacker here. I also think that Symbiote should be good because you want only a small amount of green, and then like you're sort of happy to sell it back. So I think High Econ is a clear start. You could even choose not to build the conduit, but I don't know, like... Is that really so amazing? Maybe it is, because it can let you get the Animus sooner. Yeah. So maybe you go third NG into float 4 into DDA. Or DDDA, actually, I think, to get your symbiote. It depends on what opponent does. Like, if they're threatening a comet, you probably need to get your blue a bit sooner. But with shredders and bowls, you should be able to put up with a comet. And Colossus is the permanent attacker that you want. Ideally. It would be really great to get one of those into a comet and absorb on it, but that's like pretty ambitious and unlikely. So I'll be interested to see if he picks up a conduit on his next turn or a forge. I do think that I just don't want that much green, and I do want red. So I'm gonna get red first. You don't often get to see high econ red first, but it's okay. I could even get like Animus and then Symbiote Forge, maybe, to get like the Comet. Because I think like Comet should be okay. You just like need it to have a lot of drones behind and be teched to transition out of it. It needs to be a big enough Comet to cause like your opponent to have to build Shredder and Bowl, and like if they do, they'll be like reasonably happy. But I think it's still a good Comet. I think. I don't know. I don't expect Elliot to get any crazy, like, super early Comet. Just triple drone Conduit seems playable. I'm pretty sure Elliot's in the same time zone I am. I know he's in Canada. I thought they were on the West Coast, but maybe it's an East Coast, and, like, this is a reasonable hour. Yeah, Animus first as well. Now, do we actually... Yeah, I think he's going to get Forge Symbiote. And then go for a Comet. That's my suspicion. Against which I kind of want a wall and some Tarsiers, I think. Like, I don't want to respond with Symbiote, necessarily. Because I don't want a counter Comet, right? And, like, one Symbiote is not going to do much to him. So I think this is better against him building a Symbiote, but suppose that he doesn't. He could build 2 Tarsiers. That's fine, I'll get a Splitter and a Symbiote and sort of be okay. I don't know, maybe? I feel like I didn't get enough econ somehow. But okay, he's setting up for the Comet, which is fine, I think. He's not. So I can have the first Comet if I want it. But it'll be a small one. I don't know, this seems like reasonably comfortable, I think. And also, what is he building? What is he absorbing with? Is he going to build a rhino? Doesn't feel like that great a rhino, but I guess when you consider that I'm going to just have one attack for a while, a rhino's pretty okay. I could get 2 Tarsiers and say I don't want your stupid comment. Get the symbiote the turn after, so it's at least doing some damage. Dare him to comment me. Yeah, I don't think I want to commit to a comment yet. And I'll spend my blue on shredders. Like I'll get symbiote shredder. That's what, 13? And a single drone? That kind of stinks. Okay, here come the engineers. But that's what this shredder was all about. I should be, like, hopefully kind of okay here. Yeah, he's concluded that I'm not going to get killed by his comet. Sure, this punishes the shredder. But you give me the first comet, and it's like at least somewhat sizable. I could have gotten a splitter here, but I think that that's not good enough against Comet, maybe? He's gonna go for Colossuses, which is probably good for him. Yeah, I maybe don't have quite enough econ. I wanted more. It was just kind of, I don't know, it was hard. I wanted more, but I also wanted to threaten some various useful stuff. I think he's in a good spot. But on the other hand, like when you build 2 rhinos, how happy are you ever, right? It's not that great. Like, they're good when they deny, you know, they kill a shredder, but in the meantime, you're not building attackers, so I don't know. Really? Well, that sort of gives me license to build slow stuff, because a comet against that is just so bad. I'm at 3 attack next turn, right? I guess I could maybe add 4? No, it's not possible. Rhino, Shredder is not enough. I'm $1 short of getting a Gauss Cannon as well. What if I got like a Hannibal Rhino? That's still not enough. It's like I don't have the blue for another shredder. So I think I just respond to this Hannibal by ignoring it. Like not building attack? I don't know. So like this is gonna be 5 attack, And the thing is, I want 2 more on the next turn. So I don't really want a Colossus yet. I need some faster attack. That'll be like... You know, maybe I... Yeah. I'll have 5. I can just get, like, Splitter and another Gaussite next turn. And I should be okay on defense, I think. So here comes the Comet. Oh, Shredder then, not Splitter, right? Well, not if I want to attack with it, huh? So I get a Hannibal now. Yes, of course. And a Shredder. And a Rhino. And an NG. Yes, that lets me kill the Hannibal and still defend with my own Hannibal. It's going to be a lot of damage still. But I have a lot of green-ish, maybe. And I have more backline attack. Okay, he's committing. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Meanwhile, what's his Comet? He can add 11 more NGs. Are there 11 in the supply? Yes, exactly 11. So he'll have 19 and 4. Ooh! Oh no, the Symbiote click might hurt. Can he breach me with that? Maybe this drone is a little ambitious. But like, that's... He has to build at least a wall, like, so he doesn't lose NGs, because I'm still attacking for like 5. No, I'm not. I'm just killing his Hannibal, right? He doesn't need any absorbers. He can just build nothing but NGs. Whew. 19, 22, 28. And what do I have? I have Hannibal. I'm losing 2 NGs here. So I have 5 left. 12. Absorbing 2 on wall is 14. 3 force fields is 20. Another wall is 23. Couple rhinos, 27. Hold a drone. I think that all fits. I hope so. I mean, there's not much I can do about it if it doesn't, but... Oh, that's right. He's losing 1 more of these. Because the Rhino ran out of charges. So the attack number is more like 27 if he clicks the Symbiote, I think. Or, I forgot already what the number is. 3, 22, plus 5, yeah, 27. Minus 1 plus 6, which is the same as plus 5. I don't know if this comment is game winning, but it's pretty... 29? Excuse me? Oh, right. So, do I want these? I really wish I could build, like, another conduit or something. Or not a conduit, another forge is what I want. It's maybe a little early for Colossuses, actually. Do I still want an engineer? I think so. I'm gonna, like, he's gonna kill all this, and he'll have some attack, right? More than 2, probably, because I could drone. But I think this is just too vulnerable to him to building a little bit of attack. So I'll just get 2 of these, and then go back to building attackers. Really? You have that much money? I mean, you could build Colossus Double Tarsier. I guess. Wow. And you can do it for a while, because you have all this defensive tempo, right? Also, why Symbiote now instead of Tarsiers? Oh, because you need the green. Sure. Wow. That's an ambitious play I did not see coming from opponent. So next turn, probably just attacking for 3 again, right? Or 5 damage. Yeah, I think this is better than another, I maybe could have cut one of these engineers. And then I could, like, build a splitter right now. I don't want a shredder because opponent can easily attack for 4 next turn if they want. But they're gonna soon be attacking for, like, they'll attack for 3 and then 3 and then like 5 more than that, which is 8. And so, like, I want a Colossus next turn to absorb that 8 2 turns from now. Really, I would have guessed Tarsiers. Actually clicking it. Wow. I guess offensive tempo is worth a lot more, isn't it, than defensive right now. Okay. I'm gonna get symbioted to death pretty soon. Yeah, that's another advantage of having built this instead of Tarsiers. Elliot, you madman! These are defenders! I don't think you're allowed to use them like this. I mean, his comet put him in a really strong position to be able to do a lot of greedy stuff. I couldn't find the right time to build my own. I know it was right to build one, but I couldn't figure out when. look how much defensive tempo he has. He can just hold these Colossuses whenever he wants. Huh. Yeah, click a Colossus and then later hold it. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that play before. Well, alright, see you later, I guess. So there's a lot of like dancing around about when to actually build the first comet. I had a chance to do it here, but it feels like not very good against the Hannibal. And I don't have enough, like, I don't know. I don't have as many drones as I wanted. But I guess I should pay more attention to like what opponent can do. Right, if you're offering opponent a great comet, maybe you should take the mediocre comet. Like, here's when I could do it, right? I could say, get the comet, and a Tarsier. And then slam down all the NGs. Would opponent click the Shredder or not in this position? I guess they would, because next turn I'll be holding the Shredder and it protects 4 NGs. Right now it's only protecting 2, so I guess they should still click it. So let's say it goes something like this. Now you can't really get the Comet, but you can get a Hannibal, which is pretty cool. Maybe this, I don't know. Just a rough sketch. Opponent really has more like 6 damage. So I can do this. Really maybe only 5, because they want to hold both of these. But like, it's not at all difficult to defend this, right? Actually, opponent should click this. It kills 6 engineers, which is pretty amazing. And also, like, yeah, this is horrible. Yikes. So you do this, you're totally defended. And I'm losing, like, a bunch of engineers. 3, I guess? Yeah, 3. And at the end, like, I'm up 2 attack, but down 5 drones? Actually, maybe I'm alright here. Maybe this isn't so bad. I don't really want a Shredder here. And like, opponent defended, but I'm now up in attack, and I have the NG tempo, although not as much of it. This seems like it kind of turned out alright. I can get the Colossuses now. Did I forget to build anything for him last turn? I did! Well, that's why the position looked so great for me. Opponent didn't build anything. Okay, well, maybe this is not so great then. Yeah, an opponent will just have 4 attacks, so Shredder's clearly no good. Ah, I got opponent a second forge, but they don't have any green. Oh yeah, and they can still do exactly... You can do exactly what it did in the game. Say 23 drones come at me, right? Wow. That's so unreal. He can do this with or without the comet. With the comet, he has NGs, so he can click the Colossus. But without it, he can just like hold the Colossus a bit, right? I'm attacking for just 9. He's like, LOL, enjoy. Yeah, he does hold the Colossus. Because it lets him do that. And now, like... I don't know. I mean, I guess it still seems okay for me. Maybe? Maybe he shouldn't have gotten that last Colossus. This doesn't defend, but a Rhino gambits it pretty well. Yeah, I think he's still winning here. I just don't have enough tempo, and he gets in for 1,000,000. So, I mean, the big problem with this game was that I didn't have enough drones. And I built some attackers when they weren't really doing anything. Whereas opponent got like more drones and then a comet. And I knew that like eventually a comet is good here. But I couldn't figure out when to build it. I don't know, I'm just sort of repeating myself. So instead of that, I'm going to say we're done analyzing this game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.